because like in your walk you look at other people, but individually it still requires you to perform at your best. And regardless of everything else, no one sees you training. Like now, you're watching people train, but I have to go train on my own. And sometimes you have to get up in the morning and do the work yourself. You know, and my determination, what I work, before I ever went to work at 7 o'clock, I was up at 5 praying, reading my Bible, having my coffee at 6:30, and then going into work. So the same amount of energy I put in that, the same amount of energy I put into my walk with God, my relationship. And the effect showed on the field. So, very good question. More questions? Right there?
Do you live in a mattress?
I would think I do.
Do you have a cool toilet?
A who?
A cool toilet.
Cool toilet?
How old are you? That speaks for you. I see you.
No, I don't have a gold toilet. I would waste some money. I would.
$1 million you told them to
Go ask questions. Do I have a dog? I don't have a dog. I don't.
Why? You can mention your weight.
He actually don't have a limo that drives me around. No, I prefer to drive by myself. But sometimes I do. Every now and then. Questions? What kind of car? I have a truck, a Range Rover. Why not a Ferrari?
He's Ray runs almost from 18s.
Oh, yeah.
Here's one thing I showed you about money, that I learned about money. Here's one thing, and my business partner can attest to this. This is my business partner, Kevin Hillis, in the back. And, one thing, and my best friend, one thing he can attest to you about me with money is that it never had me. Money should not have you.
His business
So
partner.
I'll give you an example. We were riding around, and I had a, I don't know, 95, 96. I just got my first one. I got my first truck. I got me a little Toyota Land Cruiser. I thought I was rolling. I thought I was a hot. I'll get you in a minute.
Okay.
I thought I had the truck that I wanted. And in 1998, I think it was 98, 97, I don't know what it was. The buddies actually said, "Hey man, I think I got a new contract." It's like, "Man, don't you want a new car?" I was like, "Yeah, I do." I said, you know, it's like, once you go buy this, man, once you go buy that, or it was something like that. And it was actually about this new vehicles and new trucks, or don't you want a new vehicle? And I said, I would like a new truck, but this one I have is fine. And I've learned to be content. Did I feel like that? I've learned to be content with the one I have, because I like the one I have. And the principle I was learning about that was everything that they was trying, like there was like the new Escalades were out, the new whatever were out, and they looked great. But the truck that I had purchased was the one I really wanted in life. It had the 3-row seats, it had a nice V8 engine, it was maroon, it was cute, it was do everything I wanted to do. It had a little, I could drive fast and pull the lever and then turn it hook slide like that. But guess what I learned? I knew what I wanted. And I was sufficient in what I wanted. So when they asked me about getting new stuff, it was to me like, well, I really don't want that. I'm happy with what I have. And I can promise you guys, it helped me in a principle, which was, it taught me how to be content in what I have. Because the Bible says contentment with godliness is great gain. Contentment with godliness is great gain. Paul said in one scripture, he says, I learned to be abased, I learned to be bold. Whether I have a lot or little, I'm straight. Because he had God. So he was fine with whatever he had, and I was the same. So whatever I had when it comes to finance, whatever I purchased with my money at the time, that was enough for me. I got to that place where that was all I needed. So I would never buy like a gold toilet. I wouldn't buy a bunch of gold chains and big $25,000, $100,000 rings or watches. I wouldn't do that. Because that's not me. I don't wear watches now. And I got plenty of them.
This one?
I got watches from every bowl game I played in, from awards and accolades, and people gave me watches. I got tons of them, but I don't wear watches. I'm not a watch guy. I don't keep a lot of stuff, so I don't hoard. I don't have a bunch of fancy smashy clothes. I'll go to Men's Warehouse, I'll go to Ross, I'll go to Target, I'll go to Last Chance, I'll go any place to shop because I know me. I don't need that to make me. I'm Frank. I know me. I know what I like. I know what I want. I know what I need. And my desire is whatever I do, I want to please God with. That's what I want. Got a question?
How did you find your wife? Like,
how did I find her?
like don't everyone
I met her in college before. I met her in college before, and I left when I came here. But we were just friends in college. And I left, and I came here, got focused. I gave my life to Christ. I wasn't saved in college. I got saved here when I came to the NFL at a Bible study one night. And the guy made a simple prayer. He says, bow your head and close your eyes. And we did that. And he says, you know where you are in your life. And he said, if you want to receive Christ in your life, it'd be the best decision you ever made. And he said, if you want to receive Christ in your life, ask him to come into your heart. He said, you ask him personally to come into your heart and change your life. And I did. And I did it quietly. You know, normally I tell you to come up fast. From that day I walked out of that house, I threw everything away. I threw all my music away. I threw all old girls' phone numbers away. I changed everything in my life. I changed it all. Because I couldn't do, you can't do one and expect the other. You can't do one and expect the other. You can't expect a change here in your ways and then you're still putting in old stuff. You can't do it. You just can't do it. Don't work that way. There's the principle of law of displacement does not work that way. It's called law of displacement. You take a glass of water, you put some red dye in it, and what happens? It turns red, right? Mm-hmm. But the only way to displace that red is you have to put more water in, right? Clear water. And then it funnels all the red stuff out. Well, that's how our brains are right now. And if you put in a bunch of rap, and you want to change the way you think, it's not going to happen if you keep putting in rap. It just don't work that way. It will not work. So I threw away all my music. I threw it all away. I took it. I was in Flagstaff. I took it and I gave my truck just came. I took my I had like a little binders or something full of CDs. I zipped it up. I went. I threw it right in the trash. I said, God, this is that unto you.
Give it away.
No. Why would I give it away? I give somebody my trash. I don't give you junk that I'm trying to throw away that's making, I can't do that. I won't give you.
I'm sorry.
I mean, you can't give away bad. I counted it as bad, so I wouldn't do it. So I just threw it away. And I said, God, I'm taking my music, I'm throwing it away as unto you. And whatever it was, and then literally, one of the guys on the team, man, he had a hookup with, y'all Christian music y'all got? You should have that, downloaded or something in y'all phones. I don't know why I don't have that downloaded. Yeah, but you should have it downloaded, DVD, DVR, TiVo, something, so you can make it listen on. That's where it worked for me. So that's how it happened. Well, I got a question.
Where do you live and where's Crossroads?
Soccer bud? This is true. I live close by.
Soccer status.
I live close by. I drive by here all the time. I live close by.
You shop at Fry's.
I shop at Fry's. I live close by. I shop at Fry's. And Walmart all the time.
Would you give me $1,000? I want to get a
Hold up. I can have one second.
Who was the 7 and how did you enjoy playing at Sun Devil? Who was the 7 when you first came in and how did you enjoy playing at Sun Devil?
Who's the 7?
That brought you into
Brought me Anthony Edwards, Aeneas Williams, Eric Swan, Michael Bankston, Kevin Knox, Tito Paul, and that's that name?
Yeah.
Somebody else. Bernard, call him Truck. Bernard, no, it's Bernard something. Can't remember. It's Bernard, 94. We call him Truck Driver. He big old belly, defensive lineman. No, it's not Barry. It's not Bernard. It's not one here. Bernard something.
Sun Devil Stadium.
Sun Devil Stadium's alright. I actually like Sun Devil. I actually like Sun Devil. I don't like it better than I like the University of Phoenix because I've been there. It's much better. The atmosphere is totally
She kept looking at me.
Sun Devil's a great place.
She kept looking at me.
What happened?
That's for other teams. You learn. We got 2 more questions. 2 more questions right here. Am I going to get a ring? Like what kind of ring? Super? No, I'm done. That's not done. I'm retired. I'm retired. And
I'm ready to hear it.
I'm working on it. But I coach right now. I coach college ball at Phoenix.
I want to ask him. I like asking questions.
Listen real fast. Hey, listen. Do not miss the opportunity. It only takes, you got about 12 years. 12 years. Listen to me. Commit 12 years of your life to get your high school diploma. Commit. It's only 12. It's only 12. You go to school when you're 6, you get done at 18. That's 12 years. Trust me, when you turn 18 and 19 and you don't have one, you don't know what to do, it's going to mess you up. Mentally and emotionally. It's 12 years. Commit 12 years of your life to focusing on your education. When you turn 18, 19, you can decide if you want 4 more years. Or 3. Just depending on how fast you go. How committed you are. But listen to me. Commit 12 years. If you're not in a program where it doesn't allow you to do 12 years, and you're on a fast pace or another pace, commit yourself to that pace. If high school wasn't the best thing and it didn't work out for you and they got you another system and you have an opportunity to get it, get your diploma. Don't fool around. Trust me. You don't look back at 19, 21 and try to ask yourself, what am I doing? What happened? When did I miss it? I missed it when I was 13 because I got kicked out of school and I didn't want to go back. Really? So at 13, 14, you thought you was bright enough to just do what? You can't even get a job at 13, 14. Unless you're doing something else. Listen to me. Up here. Real fast. Commit 12 years of your life to get your high school diploma. Once you get your high school diploma, then we can open up the door for college. We can open your door for college, junior college. We can get to other phases. Because you don't want to miss this time. Look, I'm telling you, you don't want to miss this time. I'm pretty sure, Pastor, pretty sure the ministers can pull up on this screen of kids who thought they could waste their time and get it back. And you cannot do it. It's not the same. It's not the same feeling. It's not the same feeling having to raise a baby coming out of high school. It's not the same feeling. It's not the same freedom. You're supposed to have freedom and liberties. You're not supposed to be getting kicked out of school or getting into fights and getting into trouble and throwing stuff in your body and making bad decisions. You're too young for that. You're just too young for that. You should be at a place, man, where this should be fun. Playing video games, getting to know yourself, getting to have friends you're developing with your life, playing sports, in girl clubs and Greek clubs and book clubs and class, anything besides the other stuff. Right, whatever that is. That's a whole other club. You know what I mean? Got one more question, that'll be it. What do you got?
How old were you when you started playing professional football?
I was 21.
How old are you now?
39.
So young?
Yeah. 39. Huh?
You're 6'2"?
I'm 6'2". And a half, 3. What you got right there? Yeah, you raise your hand.
So you retired, why you retired so young?
I retired because I was... No. I was...
You want to be a big boy.
Didn't want to get hit so hard so much no more.
I did. I retired because I got tired. Yeah, I got tired. Remember this here. I've been playing organized Little League. I've been playing football since I was 6. So I retired at 33. I pushed me at 27 years of playing football. I retired at 33. I've been doing this since I was 27 years. I committed 12 to school. I committed 4 in college. 9 in NFL. I've been doing this for 27 years. I was tired. Not that I didn't like it or love it, but I was tired. Then your body starts telling you certain stuff. Your body starts saying you're getting old, knees are hurting, start taking pills, and make the pain go away.
Yeah, that's how I am.
And it's tough.
I have 2 questions.
Go ahead. 2
Okay,
questions.
how long did you go to college for?
4 years.
And then, do you have like a job now?
I do have a job.
What is it?
I'm a business partner. I own a clothing company where we do silk screen embroidery work. I'm a
Great
business partner with him, but I'm also coaching at a college. I coach wide receivers at Phoenix College. And my job, my idea, remember this here, gotta have goals, gotta have goals. This is my first phase of coaching at Phoenix College. My goal is to probably get into another bigger school and then on to the NFL to coach. I want to coach. I think I want to coach. I want to coach.
You think?
All right, okay, do that.
Do you live
Who? I'm like right here. I'm like literally like right in this part of the world over here.
He lives right
Literally
here.
right here.
You have a hole in your shirt.
It's like clouds are running. They're like right over here.
Shut up.
Yeah, I live between fries and
Looks
pieces.
like the bridge.
It's like a horse.
You're 12?
Okay, let's close up. Let's close up.
I'm 13. Yeah, you're not really. I've been 13 for like a month.
And let's close up. Come on, let's close up. That's time. Let's go. Hey, you know, this is what I felt in my heart when we were doing this. This is what I felt in my heart when I was standing over there earlier. Was this thing here. Is that when you know right, you do right. When you know better, you do better. When you make a mistake, the power that we have is in our ability to confess, ask God for forgiveness, and move on. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. This is important. When you know better, you do better. But the power that we have is when we make a mistake, we confess, ask God to forgive us, and then we move on. Because Jesus was the ultimate. The power you have is in your ability to confess. You might not have to tell everybody. You might not tell your friend, you might not tell your pastor, you might not tell anybody. But inside, internally, you know when you're right and you're wrong. You know when you do right, you know when you do wrong. It takes a big person to confess a mistake or to go tell somebody when you did wrong by them. But when it comes to internally, when you know you're right, you do right. And when you know you're wrong, you must confess it. Alright? What I felt when I was saying that earlier was that we have situations in our lives, I don't want nobody to tell me nothing. I don't want anybody to tell me anything. I don't want to hear anything. I don't want to know it. What I do want you to do is take a moment and check your own heart. I do. I don't care what it is. You stole something. You're watching something you shouldn't be watching. You're doing something you shouldn't supposed to be doing. You said something to somebody you weren't supposed to say. Hey, up here. Listen. The power you're going to lose is not listening. You must listen. You must. Turn it on. Turn it on. It's a moment where you should be off. Alright? This is what I'm saying. The power you possess as a Christian is in your ability to be open and honest with where you are in your own life. That's your power. I'm telling you, that's your power. Because then God can come in and help. Some kind of way supernatural. Send somebody along the way and say the right thing. Do something for you. Give you $5. Give you a job. Give you an aid. Something. But the power you possess in this situation here is your ability to be open and honest with yourself. Open and honest with God. Don't try to hide anything. You can't hide anything from Him. But your power is your ability to be open with Him. Just tell Him, hey, Dad, I made a mistake. I said something I wasn't supposed to say. I did something I wasn't supposed to do. So I'm going to ask you at this time, everyone keep their hands to themselves